Welcome to your practice. My name is Lauren Eckstrom, and today we take it beyond the body and go straight to the mind and the heart. The practice of self-study is an essential part of yoga, so we transcend the body and go to some of the deeper dimensions in this talk. Be sure to click subscribe below, and I'll see you at the end. In my talk, Stop Adding to Your Suffering, you learned about the negativity bias. So in order to counteract this mental construct, your mind's organic survival mechanism, you have to learn how to grow your happiness muscle. Researcher and scientist, best-selling author Rick Hansen wrote a book called Hardwiring Happiness. I was lucky to study with him, and part of what he teaches is that your brain is a little bit like a sponge. He encourages us when we face moments that we enjoy, no matter how big or small they are, to really stop and absorb the moment. It's a little bit like the old adage, stop and smell the roses. And he explains that we can pause in any given moment and notice how our body's feeling. Let's say, for example, that you go out and you have the most amazing pancake breakfast. And as you enjoy this beautiful breakfast, you take in all of the sights, the colors that you see and the textures. And then you take in all of the scents. What do you smell? The sweetness, all the different layers of it. And then the taste, the warmth of the pancake as it rests in your mouth, or the yumminess of the maple syrup. And that as you viscerally make contact with your senses to this moment that you're enjoying, your mind is more likely to hang on to this positive experience. There's a story from Brene Brown, and she tells of this beautiful day that she took her young daughter to play hooky from school. They went out onto the local lake, and as they paddled around in a paddle boat for the day, Brene looked over and saw her young daughter sprawled out on the boat. The little girl had her eyes closed and her arms open wide, and she was incredibly still. And at first, her mother thought she looked like an angel. She looked beautiful. But because the little girl was still for so long, all of a sudden, Brene became nervous and worried. And so she asked, "Honey, are you okay?" And the little girl kept her eyes closed and developed this sweet smile on her face and said, "Yes, Mommy, I'm just taking memory pictures." Brene thought that she already knew what this meant, but she asked her daughter to elaborate. And the little girl said, "Anytime I'm experiencing something that I love, I close my eyes and I take a memory picture with my mind so that on days when I need it, I can go back there and it's there for me to connect with." This is how we grow our happiness muscle, that we take those pauses in our day to really absorb and acknowledge the good. Now, what are the really super positive memories that you have? They tend to be associated with heightened big moments. For example, a big birthday, a new job, a wedding, a birth of a child, an engagement. But we know that life isn't actually made up of these really big moments. That in fact, life is made up of a continuous, ongoing, moment-to-moment experience that is small. Sometimes even something that we would call mundane. So as you're moving through your day, you have this opportunity to take even the small moments, especially the moments that we take for granted, and to acknowledge the goodness that's right there in front of you. That when we can pair an experience with an elevated emotion, like appreciation, love, or gratitude, it's more likely to stick in our bodies and our minds and our hearts. And this is a life well lived. So your job, moving forward, is to grow your happiness muscle. For the next week, throughout the day, stop and pause 3 times per day. And notice what's working in your life. Notice what's there for you to appreciate. Feel it in your body. Become aware of the sensations. All of them, including your sense, your sight, your taste. Absorb it all and acknowledge it for yourself so that it soaks in, not just to your mind, but into your heart. A memory that's there for you to touch into, so that as you come to the end of each day, you're soaked in love and gratitude. Use the worksheet that's attached to this talk and put it into practice. I look forward to hearing about your journey and walking this path with you as together we grow our happiness muscle and live more fulfilling and joyful lives. Thank you so much for sharing this talk with me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you appreciate this style of practice, plus strong physical yoga, yin yoga, restorative yoga, meditation, and breath work, you can find me over at innerdimensiontv.com, where you'll be able to search and enjoy all of my newest programs, series, and classes. Plus, when you join, you get your first 10 days for free. Be sure to click subscribe below, and thank you for your practice today. I look forward to seeing you next time.